All right, and welcome back. Yeah, we are back. Go ahead, Mr.
Welcome
Bob
back
Hayes.
to Colonel Field, where we've had a shower. Everything, the mound's covered, the home plate area covered. It's in excellent shape. The base pass does not look to be sticky,
And the sun's out.
So we will not have dust problems the rest of the game, that's for sure. And it looks like the outfield, infield soaked this rain up really well. It was not a hard rain, maybe a tenth of an inch, maybe not any more than 2/10, that's for sure. And so to recap where we are here, we're in the bottom of the fourth inning, Caldwell County with a runner at first base, 1 out. And the batter is Noah Brown. Noah has a 1-ball, 1-strike count, and Union County has changed pitchers. They are now pitching Coy Burns, who was the third baseman. I think they just swapped position. Duncan going to third, and Burns moving to the mound. Umpire has officially put the ball in play, and we're ready to go here. 1 out, 1-1 count to Noah Brown. The pitch on the way is on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike to count to Noah Brown. On deck is Gabe East. 1 out here, bottom of the fourth.
Just a second, he gets back.
And the one ball a little high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 count to Noah Brown. Burns, check of the runner at first. Comes set into the plate. Little foul ball off to the screen here to the right side. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here for the Tigers, bottom of the fourth. Two-two pitch about to be made. And here he comes outside for ball 3. Noah worked the count full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
What's off now? Oh my God. I don't like this.
3-2 pitch about to be made by Burns to Brown. Pull up the runner at first and a time call. We're back to action now. Burns checking on the runner at first. The 3-2 pitch, a throw to first is not in time. Close, but not throw. Had it been lower, might have had him. Throw was up about neck level. Have to catch it and then take it down to the ground, and that's what gave Cody Holub a chance to get back. The 3-2 pitch on the way is smacked foul down the third base line. Noah Brown hanging in there, battling, protecting the plate. Burns check of the runner at first, set and to the plate, popped up on the infield. Second baseman is under it, has it for the second out. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth, Gabe East. Gabe has reached on an error, singled. Officially, he's 1 for 2. On deck will be Jace Ryan Felker if it goes that far. Burns looking in. Now check of the runner at first. Comes set to the plate. Is right down central for a call, strike 1.
Mr. Burns popping it in there, Bob.
He's, I always thought maybe he might be their best pitcher,
Right.
but they think Duncan is. I don't think he has, I think he's not as quick, time called. Right. So if we see him another, we got another inning to see him, and then, if things really get
right,
vulnerable, if you will.
Exactly.
Burns now set. A quick throw to first is not in time.
Holub was taking a pretty good lead out there, and he's been chased back a few times, and that one play is a little closer than...
Yes, if the throw had been more down on the ground,
it might have been out, yeah.
Burns checking the runner, now set to the plate, and a ground ball to the third baseman. He's up, throw to first is in time for the out. So the Tigers go quietly here in the fourth. They get no runs on no hits, so leave one man on base, and at the end of 4 complete innings of play, it's Union County 3, Caldwell County 2.
This is Fred Foltz at the Woodall Agency in Princeton. We have served the small business owners of this area for over 100 years. Do you have trouble understanding liability or workers' comp insurance? Are your insurance premiums spiraling out of control? Whether you're a furniture store on Main Street, a plumber or electrician, or a locally owned bank or car dealer, we have a policy for you. We are the business insurance experts. Give me a call at 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
Come back here to Colonel Field. Top of the fifth, and the Tigers have a pitching change. Number 22 in now to pitch, Briar Riley. Jace Ryan goes to third base. And let's see where we pick up. Bryce Thomas still catching. Somebody, we're trying to figure out, probably Cody Holub came out of the lineup. So looks to be like Riley for Holub.
Yeah. So Jace goes to third.
And Cody Holub is out of the game.
Out of the game.
Leading it off here for Union County in the top of the fifth is their pitcher now, number 24, Coy Burns. First pitch comes in low from Briar Riley. Riley's next pitch on the way is outside for ball 2. And Riley's next pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike 1. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike.
Mr. Burns didn't get cheated on that swing, Bob.
No, he's a very good hitter. And the 2-1 pitch on the way, another vicious cut and miss.
He's coming out of his cleats on those swings.
2-2 pitch from Briar Riley. Briar being patient. Now the wind and the pitch on the way. Low for ball 3 outside.
Do you want to remind everybody, since we've had a delay, the 5 o'clock news may not air this afternoon, depending on when we get through.
Riley now back on the rubber. 3-2 pitch on the way to the plate is high for ball 4. And for Union County, a wild throw at first Burns heading around on the way to third is not going to be in time. And so an errant pickoff throw puts the Tigers in a little bit of a hole here.
Yeah, those are the kind of things, Bob, that, you know, the idea is good at the time. Of course, you've got to keep them on, and an errant throw like that. And
there's a lot of space in right field, and the right fielder having to chase it,
and it
as well as Shane Burns, our first baseman.
It can cost you.
And it's an error on Briar Riley.
Briar just needs to shake it off. He knows he can.
Swinging, popping it up on the first pitch to Manahan. It's out of play.
Briar can just settle down here, and the young man can pitch.
And the infield is in at third, short, second, first. Next pitch in is, and there's not an attempt to come down the line by Burns. We're seeing maybe the same sort of start with Briar as we saw with Jace Ryan. Just a little bit of nerves.
Some jitters.
That ball was 58 feet in front of the plate. Almost blocked nicely by Bryce. Thomas didn't get far enough away for Burns to score, or attempt to score. Next pitch is a smash in the center field, a base hit. Davies over to cut it off, and the throw back to second base. Union County on the board again here on a single by Tristan Manahan. Two-base error coming into play most definitely here.
There'll be a courtesy runner there.
Courtesy runner is Ben Hargrove for Union County. And to the plate, Davis Corbett. And one thing that hurt the Tigers on that play, if Noah Brown's back in his position, he might have a chance at a normal shortstop depth to have snagged that line drive. But when you're in on the grass,
there's not much.
It was a couple feet over his head. Briar's first next pitch to Davis Corbett bounces up there.
But how many times have we seen it to where, you know, you have the errant throw over there at first, that runner goes around, and then they score.
And
it's a high percentage that they're going to score.
Next pitch in from Briar is a ball outside for 2 balls and no strikes to Davis Corbett. No outs here for Union County. 1 run in so far here in the top of the 5th, and it hits him.
Whew, well, I tell you, this is not how the Tigers wanted to come out, Bob.
No, here comes Coach Stallings out to
settle that young man down a little bit. I know he's rattled. He's not very happy with himself. But here's the good thing. There's still baseball to be played. There's still innings left. There's still outs to be made. You know, we're down 2 runs. You know, we need to get an out here.
And 2-run deficit's not...
no, it's not insurmountable. Not with this Tiger offense. But Briar needs to bear down here and relax and throw strikes.
Yes.
And let his defense play behind him.
First and second now for Union County. No outs. And Riley Jones in the box. Riley's first pitch is low, and Jones attempting to bunt, move these runners up. Good smart baseball move there. Charging at first, Shane Burns. Holding back at third was Jace Ryan. And squares, bunts, pops up, is back to the screen here. Nobody can get it. Count to Riley Jones at 1-1.
But it's hard, you know, when you go giving a really good team some free runs, it's not a good thing.
No, nope, never. 1-1 pitch on the way. Squares, ball outside for ball 2. My strategy on these, Ty, would be to let the kid bunt, so we're not trying to be cute. We know he's going to bunt.
Right.
And
there it is.
Goes. And throw to first. Is in time. Sacrifice is good.
That might just be what Breyer needed to kind of say, you know what, I can do this. Fielded that ball cleanly. Threw him out at first.
It was a bang-bang. He had to made the right decision.
He did.
But if he goes to third, it's bang-bang over there.
No, you're right. He made the right decision.
First pitch is popped up and is going to get out of play here to the right. The batter is Mason Weldon. Runners at second and third for Union County. 1 out here. Infield in for the Tigers. Riley from the stretch to the plate, way outside for ball 1.
That was a really nice play by Bryce Thomas. Yes. He saw that ball was going to be pretty outside, slid over to his right.
One count to Mason Weldon. And the next pitch in, swung on and missed.
Nice pitch.
2. Yeah, pound the strike zone.
Yeah, why not? You got 8 guys out there that are behind you.
I'm not sure what Breyer's best pitch today is so far, but that fastball had him tied up. And the next one is
another good fastball.
Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Tiger faithful still poured back into the stands.
And probably getting a suntan. The sun is out here. Lights are still on.
It cooled off a bit, though, about 8 or 10 degrees.
Infield drying out nicely. And the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way from
Goodness gracious. How many hits, Batmans, have we seen today?
2 in the first inning and 2 here in the 5th, and we're going to have a pitching change.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if nerves got him or not, but he's getting a hand from this crowd here. That was and well deserved. Sometimes it just doesn't fall your way, Bob.
Not your day sometimes, as they say.
And that's baseball, but that young man will be back. He made some clutch pitches there during this inning as well, but
still only 1 run in here.
And that's the other thing. Just 1 run in here. And
coming in to pitch will be the shortstop, Noah Brown. And we're looking to see, looks like Cody Holub has re-entered the game. And we'll probably play shortstop.
Let's take a break while Noah warms up here. We'll go back to the station and take a break here. You're listening to Tiger Baseball. We've had a pitch and change. Noah Brown in for Breyer Riley. We'll be back. You're listening to Tiger Baseball. Second region tournament action from Hopkinsville, Kentucky on WPKY, the Tiger.
With 3 new KFC sandwiches, so here's 3 totally different colonels to sing you a song about them. Georgia Gold, honey mustard and crispy, natural honey, spicy and crispy. Smoky Mountain barbecue, it's smoky, sweet and crispy. Thank you, different colonels, for sharing good news. I swear that wasn't me in no elaborate ruse. I wanted 3 new crispy sandwiches from KFC for just $4.99 with wedges and a drink. Prices and participation may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
And we're back here at Christian County High School at Colonel Field. Noah Brown coming in to pitch. Chase Ryan will still be at third, and Hullov will be the shortstop. Second base, Dylan Gray. First base is Shane Burns.
And we've talked about it before. Here's the thing about this Tiger team. lots of pitching.
Yes.
And so Coach Stallings has lots of options here, and probably did the right thing by pulling Breyer. He was struggling out there for whatever reason, but sometimes it just does not bounce your way, as we talked about.
Infield still in here for the Tigers. First pitch from Noah is right down center to Micah Coley. The next pitch into Coley is on the just a little bit inside. Just a bit inside, as Bob Euchre would say. 1-1 the count. Noah back off the rubber, now back on. One pitch on the way is on the corner for a call, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Micah Coy, the number 8 hitter for Union County. Micah has struck out twice today. It'll be a good candidate to put him down for the 3rd time. The 1-2 pitch on the way stays high, just about hitting.
Noah attempted to put some stuff on that ball.
They throw the 1-2 breaking ball, and my philosophy is pound it.
Yeah.
Relief pitchers pound the strike zone. It's 2-2 pitch.
Ooh, Bob, it's not getting, that barely nicked the batter.
Barely is just good enough in this game.
Well, when the bases are loaded, that'll score you a run.
And next batter in, Caleb Corbett pops to up. The catcher drops it here. Bryce Thomas jumps out of his glove.
Normally sure-handed. And, you know, Bob,
some days it's not your day. It's not looking good right now.
This is the way baseball works. That's what makes it such an incredible game, because all these young men can play. And it just falls that way sometimes.
And the next pitch in is fouled back here to the screen again. It's no balls and 2 strikes to Caleb Corbett.
9 times out of 10, Bryce Thomas catches that ball. I would almost say 10 for 10.
I'd say 98 times out of 100.
Yeah.
And it was not swirling around either. It's
no.
One of those, you got to make the play.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to. 0-2 pitch about to be made. And a chop foul down the third base line.
That was almost disastrous for the Tigers, yes. Bob.
It's basically your 2-run single there.
Yeah.
Still no balls and 2 strikes to Corbett.
2 foot shy of 2 more runs for the Braves.
My pitch would be a fastball on the outside.
Why not?
Part of the plate. Noah winds and fires. Little breaking ball low into the dirt.
Nice play by Thomas.
Good work. We don't have
1 ball, 2 strikes.
We got you, baby. We got you.
Bases jammed here with Union County. 2 runs in so far. The next pitch from Noah is foul. Back here to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lot of life.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Now we got a ball back to the mound. Noah from the stretch and to the plate. No, he did not move out of the way. So it's going to be called a ball.
Well, we've seen a little bit of everything this game, haven't we, Bob?
Well, I think that was
obvious.
I'm going to have to pat him on the back for that call.
Yeah.
You don't move out of the way, you're not going to get that call.
Yeah, that's right.
But why would we be pitching on the inside part of the plate?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. At this point, you just
let Bryce move out. Here's the next pitch. Smash. Throw home. He's out there. Ground ball to the third baseman. And
nice play by the Tigers there. Yes. Finally something going their way.
Play goes 5-2 for the second out here. And back around to the top of the lineup. The infielders drop back to their normal depths. And Trey Hutchison will be batting here. And the first pitch from Noah Brown is on the way, low for ball one. The eighth man to come to bat here in the inning for Union County. The 1-ball, no strike pitch on the way. Little curveball stays low, I guess, for ball two. Time call while the batter, Trey Hutchison, goes down to have a conference with his coach. Bases loaded here for Union County.
No different than anybody else. No different. No different.
And now Hutchison's back to the box. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Noah looking in. Has a sign, and the pitch on the way is outside for ball 3.
Okay.
No place to put this guy.
Nope.
And the 3-ball, no strike pitch on the way is smash into left field, a base hit. 1 run is in, 2 runs are going to score. Throw the plate, not in time. Hutchison with a single into left field. Plates 2 runs. Scoring on the play was Mason Weldon and Micah Coy. At second base now is Caleb Corbett, and reaching first safely with that single is Trey Hutchison. Now Cade Duncan steps into the box. First pitch to him is popped up in the left field. Left fielder cannot make the play. 2 runs are going to score. Duncan with a double over the head of the left fielder. Two runs scoring here for Union County.
Now batting, pitcher number 24, Coy Burns.
He led off the inning, didn't he, Bob? Mr. Burns?
Yes, yes. They have now batted around.
Okay. Well, the Tigers just need to compose themselves and play and just see what they can do when they come to bat. Get out of this inning and just swing the bats.
At second base is Cade Duncan. And now we're ready for play. And the Braves have batted around and back now. Coy Burns, who walked his first time up. First pitch to him is a slap into center field. And they're going to try to score the runner to throw to the plate. Not in time, throw down to second. Is not in time. A single by Coy Burns. Seven runs in here for
It's kind of like the Tigers just stirred up a hornet's nest this afternoon, haven't they? Of brave hitters. Of course, a lot of bad things happen along the way, but.
And at second base now, single by
hits Batman.
Burns, and he goes to second on the throw to the plate. The 11th man to come to bat here, Tristan Monahan. And in the box, Monahan, the first pitch to him is low inside for ball one.
We've seen these Tiger bats come alive.
And alive they will have to come.
Yes. But we have seen it before. They need to get out of this inning.
And the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on the miss by Monahan.
Good pitch by Noah Brown there.
1 strike.
If I were Noah, I'd just fire him right at him.
2 outs here. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 7 runs in here for Union County. Next pitch in is low in the dirt. No advance by the runner. Key play in this inning was the drop pop up here behind the plate.
Yeah, that was a killer.
4 runs have come in since that particular play. Next pitch, swinging a foul ball back here to the screen. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Monahan.
Well,
2-2, the count to Monahan. The pitch about to be made by Noah Brown is on the way outside, a wild pitch, and advancing to third is Corey Burns.
You know, and I tell you, sometimes these rain delays just are killers.
Well,
but for momentum, for everything, you know, it's almost like I mean,
3-2 pitch from Noah Brown is a ground ball to the shortstop hole. He's up, throws to first in time for the play, but a lot of damage here for Union County. Union County with 7 runs here. There were 4 hits, and they leave 1 man on base. And at the end of 4.5 innings of play is Union County 10, Caldwell County 2.
Of debit or credit card fraud, Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature. Increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Colonel Field. We're in the bottom of the 5th with our work cut out for us here, Ty.
These Tigers are going to have to dig deep, scratch back, but we've seen it before. I mean, they're still baseball to be played.
We've got 9 more outs.
That's right.
Hopefully we don't give up any more runs, because it's perilously close to a 10-inning mercy rule contest.
Yeah, we're getting close. You know, these young men have nothing to. They've had a tremendous season, and it's not over yet. And they need to realize that. They need to come out here and be smart at the plate, get guys on,
absolutely,
and see what they can do to get back in this thing.
third base, number 6, Jace Ryan Felker.
But as we said, this game is brutal, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
For sure.
But it's a wonderful game.
First pitch into Jace Ryan is a ball. We need base runners.
We need base runners. And then we need to get them over and get them on. Get them out.
And the 1-0 pitch on the way is high for ball 2.
But, you know, these situations some of these young men come into, you know, with bases loaded and has to pitch, it's a pressure situation.
And the 2-0 pitch on the way, Jace Ryan stays high for ball 3.
This would be a good start if Jace Ryan could lead off with a base on balls here. Be a good start here to the bottom half of the 5th for the Tigers.
And Burns having a little bit of trouble finding the plate.
He is.
And the 3-0 pitch on the way is ball 4 high.
Good start for the Tigers.
And I bet there's heart attack action going on over in the Union County dugout. With an 8-run lead, here comes the coach out too.
Yes. Because they know that the Tigers can
bust
runs, yeah.
And a pretty good part of our order is up right now.
Yep.
And meeting at the mound is broken up. One trip to the umpire definitely wants to signal that so everybody sees his performance.
It's been a long day at the ballpark, Bob. We're going on 3.5 hours.
Some of the sportscasters may be getting testy in it.
Yeah, we're trying not to.
Okay, back to action here. The first pitch into Dylan Gray is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. Runner at first base is Jace Ryan Felker. Burns from the stretch position to the plate. Ground ball to the second baseman. He throws to second. And out there and out at first base. Double play turned here by Union County.
You gotta tip your hat to that. That was a good turn.
That'll take the steam out of any kind of a rally.
It certainly will.
So double play here finds the Tigers with 2 outs. First pitch to Bryce Thomas is in there for a call, strike 1. Next pitch is foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 2. Thomas in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Burns is on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Solid bottom of the 5th for Burns.
Yes, for the Tigers. No runs on no hits and nobody left on base. And at the end of 5 complete innings of play, it is Union County 10, Caldwell County 2.
Gloria, Morgan, and I want to first thank our families, friends, and clients for your continued support of our business. Warmer weather is here, and many of you will be making improvements around your home. If you're planning on taking out a home equity loan or line of credit to fund your project, tell your lender you'd like to use our office to handle the title examination and other services required for the transaction. Our competitive pricing and quick turnaround time will make the process even easier for you. We're located at 100 East Court Square in downtown Princeton. Give us a call today at 365-2763.
This is an advertisement.
May is Fiesta month here at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Hey, this is Pam Haverlock. May is a huge month of celebration. May Day, the Kentucky Derby, Cinco de Mayo, Mother's Day, graduation, and more. We love to celebrate. For the month of May, we are offering 15% off accessories and all fun. These are great gifts. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is the perfect place to come for all your gift needs. Come to Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique and celebrate Fiesta month. We are located at 235 Northfield Drive, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, everything a home should be.
And we're back here at Colonel Field, ready for the top of the 6th inning. Union County out to a commanding 10-2 lead over the Tigers. Noel Brown still on the mound for the Tigers. And for Union County here in the top of the 6th, their catcher Davis Corbett leading off.
I got 19. You got 19? Yes, I do. That's right.
And their Union County coach over to check the pitch count on Mr. Burns. So,
could come in handy tomorrow if there's action over here tomorrow.
Exactly.
And the first pitch in from Noel Brown is fouled back here to the screen to Davis Corbett. And count no balls and 1 strike to Corbett. Noel ready on the mound, winds, and the next pitch on the way. Fly ball to left fielder. Off over the left fielder's head into second base. Safe with a double is Davis Corbett. Coach Sallen's out to the mound, runner at second base for Union County, a pinch runner, and
it's made a pitching change.
We're going to get Ty Ramey in the mound. Ty Ramey will be replacing Cody Hullum.
In for Caldwell County to pitch number 16, Ty Ramey.
He's playing, baby. He's playing. Don't take it out there, Chris. Don't take it out.
26.
And Ty Ramey taking his warm-ups.
We'll just keep it right here, Bob. And, you know, we haven't seen the Tigers in this position too many times this past season.
Really never.
No. And, you know, I'm looking out there on the mound as Ty Ramey warms up, one of the seniors. Shane Burns out there, Jace Felker, Dylan Gray, Noah, and Bryce behind the plate there. That's your senior leadership out there. And they're all kind of out there kind of saying, you know, it's okay. We're just going to, you know, got to take it a pitch at a time.
Yeah.
And a hit at a time.
And Ty, injured all year, got him some work last week.
Yeah.
And we'll get in some more work today.
Arm seems crisp.
He was the winning pitcher last year at Marion when the Tigers defeated Union County to go to the state tournament.
Pitched to Jim.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. The 4th inning when Burns came in, there was a 1-1 count on the back. Were those added to his pitch count?
That's correct.
So he's actually playing.
That's right. I forgot that.
He's playing.
And Ty's finished with his warm-ups.
We should be back to action here.
And Union County with a runner at second base. Riley Jones stepping in for Union County, and the first pitch from Ty on the way. Right down central for a call, strike one. Ty checking the runner at second. Now set. Pitch on the way. Fouled out of play here to the right side. Count goes 0-2. One the count to Jones. Ty set and to the plate. Swing and a miss. Out number one here for the Tigers. Ty's first hitter goes down swinging. One out here for Union County in the top of the sixth.
Just heard Caldwell County still leading Webster 1-0 up in softball.
Good, great. And for Union County, Mason Weldon stepping in. The first pitch to him, fouled off the netting back here for strike one. Ty coming in, throwing strikes, and you love to see that.
Yeah, Ty looked pretty good at his last outing when I saw him, and he says he feels strong. I spoke with the young man, and he likes the way he feels.
And he's pitching well, too.
He is.
0-1 pitch, curveball into the dirt, wild pitch. Count evens 2 Weldon at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tigers kind of have to be careful here with 1 out.
Yes.
Because we get this run in and 1 more, and it could be the ball game before they get a chance to scratch back in it here.
And the 1-1 pitch on the way to Jones. Swung on him.
There you go.
That's what we need to be throwing.
Yeah. We just need to go at him and dare him to hit it.
Throw the heat and
dare him to hit it.
Make me a play right here. Make me a play.
Batting second base for number 6, Micah Cole.
2 outs here. First pitch into Micah Coley is swung on and missed for strike one. Just keep pounding the strike zone. The 0-1 pitch on the way is just a little bit outside for ball one. Union County with a runner at third base, potentially could score on a wild pitch. 2 outs here in the top of the sixth, and Ty's next pitch swung on and missed for strike 2.
Boy, Ramey looking really sharp.
Yes.
I wonder if he's limited in pitch count.
I'm sure we're only going to let him throw 40, 50 pitches, but he's way under that right now. He may not, 12, 13, 14. Ty's 0-2 pitch on the way is on the outside corner for a call, strike 3. So Union County with no runs here. 1 hit in the top of the sixth. They leave 1 man on base. And at the end of 5 1/2 innings of play is Union County 10, Caldwell County 2.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we offer safe and secure funeral planning. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we're staffed with experienced funeral planners who know and understand the different methods of pre-funding final arrangements. We can help you design a plan that fits your individual needs, suits your wishes and beliefs. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
Back to Colonel Field. Burns again on the mound for Union County as we enter here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Ty with a tremendous inning, striking out all 3 hitters, except the first one who doubled with a fly ball. Maybe we're having problems in left field judging fly balls today.
Yeah, it's just
you know, you start in, then when you start in, you stop, and you know you're going to go back. Almost never going to catch that ball.
No.
Union County only 6 outs away here from winning their first round game here at the regional, and leading it all for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Shane Burns. And Burns' first pitch goes high for ball 1. We don't need to be too antsy on swings, but if we see something good, we got to be whacking at it.
Yep.
The 1-0 pitch on the way, popped out of play down to the right side.
We need guys on and guys in.
Count now, 1 ball and 1 strike to Shane Burns. Burns winds, and the pitch on the way is a fly ball down the right field side, chased after, and he drops into foul territory for strike 2.
Burns facing Burns.
Yes. And back in the box is Shane. Count to him, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch, it hits him.
He got him right on the tuchus.
We may be setting a national scholastic high school record today for hit by pitch ball.
I tell you what, we got a lot. I tell you what, though, Bob, it's been an entertaining baseball game. Well, in fact, we've seen lots of different things.
Yes, and you can't make mistakes and win against good teams.
No, you can't.
Not to belabor the point, but we drop a pop-up in foul territory, and that let the gates open. Oliver Parker in now, watches the first one come in high outside for ball 1. Next pitch on the way from Burns is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1.
There's just 3 errors out there for the Tigers on the scoreboard, but it just seems like there's been so many more.
Well, we've had 4 errors, in my opinion, the way I've called it.
But
the next pitch from Burns, way outside in the dirt. No catcher with a nice stomp. Oliver, so far today, has bounded out to the first baseman unassisted and been called out on strikes.
Yeah.
So officially 0 for 2.
0 for 2.
No outs here for the Tigers, bottom of the 6th. Shane, the runner at first. Throw over to first. Obviously not in time. Shane goes back in standing. Burns from the stretch position to the plate. Tap foul off to the left side here. Oliver now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Here comes the Union coach, and I think it's a pitch count situation that may get a change here.
Yeah, he's been very concerned about how many pitches that Burns has thrown, and
has the ball from from Burns, and coming in is, if I can get his number here, number 3 maybe. Yeah,
yes.
Manahan is coming in to pitch.
Let's take a break while Manahan takes his warm-ups, Bob, and we'll come back. You okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you listen to Tiger Baseball, where the Tigers trail the Union County Braves 10-2 in the second region tournament. You're listening to your hometown radio station, WPKY The Tiger. We'll be back in just a moment.
Valley Bank is saying full speed ahead for summer and the fun activities that go along with the warm days ahead. Fredonia Valley Bank knows that families want to enjoy life and make lasting memories together. Maybe you have thought about purchasing something for the summer that the whole family could enjoy together. Come by and see Fredonia Valley Bank. We help people every day with long terms that will work with their budget to help achieve certain possibilities you thought were not within your reach. After all, you've worked hard. Now's the time to reward yourself and your family with some fun and relaxation. Fredonia Valley Bank is your real community bank, waiting and willing to become the bank for all your needs. Visit us today at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia, 226 Commerce Street in Edinville. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And we're back to Colonel Field here. Do want to mention a few of our gold sponsors while we have a new pitcher in there. We appreciate Fortner Gas Company, KFC A&W, the Woodall Agency, La Potosina Mexican Restaurant, Morgan's Funeral Home, and McGregor Group Heating and Air on Varmint Trace. It's that time. You may call McGregor Group Heating and Air because summer's here. We didn't have much spring, and you need to check out that air. If that air goes wrong, McGregor Group Heating and Air is the place to call. Bob Hayes?
And we're back to action here. Catcher out to the mound to talk to his new pitcher, Manahan. Manahan with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And if there is a strikeout here, Oliver with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Manahan now on the rubber. No outs for the Tigers. His first pitch is high for ball 3.
And Bob, the sky is starting to look a little ominous. Back to our
behind the left field fence. Is getting blue back there.
Yep. As we have subtropical moisture heading this way from Alberto.
3-2 pitch on the way has popped up, coming in as the right fielder, second baseman backing out, and it's dropped. But they're going to get the force at second on Shane Burns. Is another break that doesn't go the Tigers' way.
No, and that's a tough play right there. Yeah, I mean, that seems like it's almost routine. The runner really can't.
You have to assume it's going to be called.
Yeah, and he's stuck. And no fault of Shane's there. It's just how
he can't be more than 15, 20 feet off first base. So that ball should be caught. Oliver Parker, the runner at first. Tate Van Hoosier in the box. First pitch to him is hammered foul down the left field line. And on deck will be the pitcher, Ty Ramey. Next pitch is bounded off the third baseman. Winds, throws, wild throw at first base. Going into second base, no throw there, and the wild throw from the third baseman.
Well, there's a little bit of a spark there for the Tigers. Ty Ramey's a good hitting pitcher.
Both runners advance, ending up at second base and third base for the Tigers. And coming in to hit right now is Ty Ramey. And that ball bounds. There was a shot down the third baseline. Burns couldn't handle it. So Ty in the box. Manahan from the full windup. His first pitch to Ty, high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way is swung on and fouled back here to the screen, evening the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Manahan in the full wind. His next pitch to Ramey is lined in the left field. A base hit. One runner is going to come in. The other runner be held at third. Ty with a single here. And maybe we've got something brewing here.
Well, we'll just see if we can just keep
advancing one base at a time.
Yep.
And Noah Brown handles the bat well. And Union County down to their third pitcher may be vulnerable a little bit right now. Who knows?
See if the Tigers.
And we've got a designated runner at first for Ty Ramey, Dylan Cavanaugh.
We definitely have some speed out there.
Dylan, a flash, and the pitch to into Noah Brown is a call, strike 1. One run in here for the Tigers with one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Tate Van Hoosier, runner at third base. Manahan from the stretch. Pitch to the plate is another diving stop by the shortstop on that. Whoa, what a play.
You know, sometimes you just have to tip your hat to him, Bob. Shortstop left his feet and snagged that ball.
Ball headed for left field, and
young man left his feet.
Yes,
and just hung it right out of there.
Great defensive play.
Yeah, that's one you tip your hat to him and go.
Yeah, exactly. You can't make a play better than that. It's just enough, just picking it off a couple inches from the ground too. Gabe East in the box with 2 outs. Dylan Cavanaugh still at first. Tate Van Hoosier at third. Tate made a great play getting back to third on that one. Pitch goes high to Gabe East. On deck is Jace Ryan Felker. Now it's 10-3. Cut the margin down to 7 runs. Manahan to the plate. Swing and a miss. Okay, we count now 1 ball and 1 strike to Gabe East. One ball, 1 strike to count. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. High, runner down to second base. No throw on Dylan Cavanaugh. And the pitch to Gabe was high outside. Ball 2-2-1. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. Ripped into center fielder. The center fielders cannot make the play. Over his head. 2 runs are going to score. Gabe East digging, heading for third, and we'll get there with a.
All right, Bob, the Tigers are back in business here. They've cut that deficit down to 10-5.
And we're going to look and see how the official score does that. Error or triple? Triple. And they give the center fielder got back there, had his back to the, bounced off his glove. So we'll give Gabe a triple on that. 2 RBIs. And Jace Ryan Felker in the box. First pitch to him is a tap back to the mound. Throw over first is in time.
Tigers making some noise there, Bob.
Tigers with here in the bottom of the 6th, they get 3 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1 man on base, and at the end of 6 innings of play, it's Union County 10, Caldwell County 5.
Did somebody say Echo Charlie? Shoot. There's not a better place around for great food, relaxing atmosphere, and a beautiful view. Great dining is offered all week at Echo Charlie's, and be sure you check out all their regular menu items, or you can try one of their weekly specials. Special is featured each evening at Echo Charlie's. There's all kinds of wonderful things to choose from, like a steak cooked to your specifications, or a delicious burger, or try a delicious, cool, refreshing drink at Echo Charlie's, overlooking beautiful Lake Barkley at Eddy Creek Marina.
Yeah, welcome back to Colonel Field. Beginning to look a little bit more ominous, isn't it, Ty?
It is. We've been kind of watching it kind of move up this way, and boy, this is the never-ending baseball game. Just kind of it's the game that keeps on giving. And
10-5 here. The Tigers made a little dent in the bottom of the 6th. It's wind picking up. Ty still on the mound for the Tigers. And something's on the way.
It's brewing.
Yes, it's brewing.
Yeah, people are starting to scatter just a little bit. No thunder, no lightning as of yet.
And no rain either.
No, but it's not far away. You can kind of smell it coming in.
At least it's gotten 3 or 4 degrees cooler. And top of the 7th, it's for Union County. It's Caleb Corbett, their number 9 hitter in the box. Ty winds and fires high for ball 1.
Keep coming, babe. Keep coming, babe. Keep coming, keep coming.
I don't know if they'll get that nightcap game in or not.
Next pitch in from Ty is inside for ball 2. Now it looks like it's settled down a little bit. Wind picking up a little bit. Count now 2 balls and no strikes to Corbett. Ty winds and fires. Strike on the outside corner.
You know, these Tigers are a scrappy bunch and have proven that all year. And they're not going to go down without a fight.
Next pitch is a 55-foot fastball that bounces up there. Count now 3 balls and 1 strike. And Ty's 3-1 pitch on the way is it hits him.
We've hit a few today on both sides.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our 6th hit batter of the day for the Tigers. And I know we've been hit twice.
Yeah. That means that's 6 guys that get on base.
Ty, first pitch in, attempted bunt by Hutchison. Trying to bunt for the base hit is fouled off back here to the screen.
Be curious to see how many of those have scored.
We'll call the Elias Sports Bureau and see if they can get I can't go back and forth.
That's fine. No, I don't want to. We'll look at that later. It'll be interesting to see. So I got a feeling the majority of them have scored.
And the next pitch in to Hutchison is high for ball 1. Count evens to him at 1 ball, 1 strike. Ty with 3 strikeouts in the prior inning. Hit the first batter here in the 7th inning, and the throw to first is not in time.
Nice throw over there.
That hurt us earlier in the game on a errant throw to first base.
It did. Went almost all the way into right field. It did go into right field practically.
In a lot of area down there.
Yep. Just feel like it seems like it's just gonna open up at any time here.
Ty, 1-1 pitch on the way to Hutchison. Bunted high in the air, but it's going to land foul. For strike 2.
Going on with our approximately an hour rain delay, going on 4 hours since we first went on the air.
3 of those hit batsmen have scored so far for Union
Okay, so
County.
3 of them. Okay. So if they don't score, we're at 7-5.
Perhaps one way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's a way of looking at it.
And the next pitch from Ty, a little curveball stays high. Ball 2, count now 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, not counting these Tigers out.
Actually, 2-2 count here.
Not counting these Tigers out by any stretch of the imagination.
And the pitch from Ty is on the way. Popped up. Dylan Gray.
Swirling wind.
Up under it and has it.
That was a fine play.
For the first out here.
That wind starting to blow in from left field across the field toward right field.
Yeah, it's got it's a challenge right now.
Yeah, when that ball gets up there like that, that's tricky.
1 out here in the top of the 7th. 1 runner on first for Union County. Into the box is Kate Duncan, and the first pitch from Ty Ramey to him. It bounces up there. Great stop by Bryce Thomas. wind really whipping around here now. Big blue cloud, gray cloud moving overhead. It was initially in left field, but now overhead. Swung and popped up here out of play behind us. Count to Kate Duncan at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Had a little bit of everything this game. Weather and
we've seen it all.
It's been quite entertaining, really. And reminding the listening audience, if you want to go back and look at this game will be split because we stopped the stream. So there'll be 2 different. They'll be labeled properly, but if you're going to go watch the game, it'll be split between 2 separate live streams.
Ty's next pitch on the way is outside for ball 2.
It should have those uploaded sometime this evening or tomorrow.
2 balls and 1 strike to count to Kate Duncan. At first base is Caleb Corbett. And the next pitch on the way from Ty is high for ball 3. 3-1 on deck is Corey Burns, who's had a couple hits today for Union County. Three balls, 1 strike. Check of the runner first by Ty. His next pitch to the plate popped up on the infield. Noah Brown under it, has it for the 2nd out.
Nice play there by the shortstop.
2 pop-ups here, back to back, and there are 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th. Burns into the box for Union County. Mentioned Burns with a couple hits today. Throw to first, not in time. And again, like we've said before, our seniors are pitching, catching, 3rd, short, 2nd, and 1st.
Right.
So we'll be losing these 6 kids next year. First pitch in to Burns is high inside for ball 1.
Solid core of players for the Tigers, but there's a nice group coming up as well. So,
Ty check of the runner at first. Next pitch on the way to the plate, swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Corey Burns. And the 1-1 pitch from Ty about to be made, and here it comes on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. 2 outs here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Burns. Ty looking in, now check of the runner, now set. Pitch to the plate is tapped foul, reaching way outside. The ball was 4, 5, 6 inches outside.
Let's see if I can get us an update here.
Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Corey Burns.
I say it's probably going to rain the next 15 minutes, so.
Our weather forecast coming at no expense to you. The next pitch is way in the dirt. Runner from first down to 2nd base on the wild pitch. Count evens to Corey Burns at 2-2.
Caldwell County ladies get by Webster County 1-0.
How about that?
In the 2nd region tournament. So Katie Franklin pitches a 3-hitter. So congratulations to the ladies, and we will see you down the road.
Exactly. If this works out to where we can't win this one, we'll be covering them. Count now full to Corey Burns. Gust of wind. Full count is ball 4. Throw down to 3rd base. Is out at 3rd base. Play goes 2-5 with the third out. That was ball 4 to Burns. So for Union County here in the top of the 7th, they score no runs on no hits. They leave one man on base. And at the end of 6 1/2 innings of play, it's Union County 10, Caldwell County 5.
We all learn the different seasons of the year: fall, winter, summer. Wait, did I skip one? No, that's it. Oh yeah, spring. Well, apparently this year we may just skip spring and head straight to summer, which means we're going to be relying heavily on our ACs to keep us nice and cool. So what happens if you come home from work and your house is hot? You panic. What's wrong? Who do I call? How much is this going to cost? How fast can they get it fixed? Well, thankfully, McGregor Group Heating and Air can answer all of those questions for you. So if you find yourself in need, just give us a call at 270-896-5044 or come see us at 960 Varmint Trace Road here in Princeton. We are the company that you can take comfort in.
And welcome back here to Colonel Field. Getting a little bit darker. I believe it's beginning to rain. We see the stands beginning to empty.
Everybody's scattering.
Yes. And we can play in rain, but
I told you the weather forecast says.
Ty, you missed it by about 5 minutes.
I made it about 5 minutes, yeah.
Plus or minus 5, we'll give you that.
I think they're going to try to get this game in here, as long as there's no lightning or thunder.
And leading it off for the Tigers here is Dylan Gray. First pitch into him is a call, strike 1.
It's been an entertaining game.
It's raining. I won't say cats and dogs, but it's raining. Next pitch is way outside. For ball 1. And the next pitch in, swung on and missed for strike 2. Dylan now in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We got some diehard Tiger fans with their umbrellas up in the stands. I got to get a shot of all this over here. There we go.
I don't like it when it's raining.
Diehard Tiger fans.
It's raining almost to the press box now.
Yeah, it's blowing in this way, but I think we'll make it. As they say in Forrest Gump, sideways, rain.
And the next pitch in is way high to Dylan Gray. Maybe a little wet ball on that.
I think they're going to stick it out. That's what it looks like. They're going to play as long as there's no lightning and thunder. I don't know how soon it'll pass through, but...
it doesn't look like it's going to pass through pretty soon. It's a light sky out there. It's like it's full of rain. No outs here for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th. And the next pitch way outside to Dylan Gray.
This kind of message, I would walk people and get into a situation.
Oh, yeah? He's calling the umpires in, the home plate umpire.
And now they're... I don't know what this is all about.
I think he's going to get the coaches out here, maybe. Or tarps.
Let me back here real quick. Comes the time, boys.
Well,
we're actually going to get the big tarp action right now. The infield tarp is going on.
Okay, Bob, so what do they do in this situation? You were down 5 runs.
3-2 count on Dylan Gray, no outs here. And we got all kinds of help coming right now. Looks like the Lady Colonel softball players are out here recovering the...
We've got a rain delay.
mound is being covered. They're unrolling the big tarp in the outfield, and they'll be covering the infield, and it's anybody's guess as to what happens here.
Well,
I don't know what the cloud cover looks like. Pretty ominous looking rain right now.
I'm about ready for some hamburgers and hot dogs, I think. So.
We've never sat through rain delays before, Ty, so we got to come up with some kind of comedy routine or something.
Well, that's about almost every game, I guess, that I'm on. But I tell you, we could probably take it back to the station and do a partial newscast. If you wanted to.
What time is it?
It's 10 after 5. I could maybe figure out a way to get us maybe some local news. We're right in the middle of what would be our newscast.
Whatever you want to do, because this is not going to pass anytime soon.
No, let me see what I can do here to get us back 10. Tell you what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and play the full newscast is what I'll do.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Because this is going to stay on at least 30 minutes.
We'll probably be about 30 to 40 minutes, and we'll come back here. I'm going to go ahead at 5:11 and play a newscast. It's a recorded newscast. Union County leads the Caldwell County Tigers 10-5. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Tigers are at bat. And we'll come back as we have a rain delay here in Hopkinsville. You're listening to Second Region Tournament on your hometown radio station. Enjoy the news. We'll be back in a little bit on WPKY, The Tiger.
You're listening to your hometown radio station, 103.3 FM, The Tiger, on translator ID W277CK, Princeton, Kentucky.
This is Jean Martin, elder at Central Presbyterian Church. In the book of Genesis, Adam and Eve are kicked out of the Garden of Eden. They disobey God by eating the forbidden fruit. Human beings have problems with limits. When we're teenagers, we want to stay out late. When we grow up, we drive faster than the speed limit. We resist anything that curtails our personal freedom. The story of Adam and Eve suggests that human beings can't change the basic situation by rebelling against God. It's impossible to escape from God because God creates life and gives life meaning. The only way to overcome our human limitations is to acknowledge our dependence on God. Living in God's world is not meant to frustrate human beings. It is meant to harmonize our relationship with God by acknowledging the existence of God. For the opportunity to live in God's world, we should praise God and give thanks.
From the WPKY Newsroom, this is your local area and regional news on 103.3 FM, The Tiger, your community radio station.
ED should not stand for expensive drugs. Locally owned Princeton Drugs, who's been around for over 100 years, is now offering a money-saving alternative to Viagra called sildenafil. It's the same active ingredient in